Hello, welcome back to the class 10 of Learning Basic English. Let's start our class with recalling what we have studied so far. In this course, we have studied about sentence structures, subject-verb agreement, auxiliary verbs, modal verbs, passive voice speech, skimming and scanning, transition words, prepositions, 5W1H communication rule, quantifiers for countable and uncountable nouns, directional writing, writing in different formats, adjectives. Let's move to our today's topic. Today's topic is 7 C's of communication. There is a model that says a communication has to follow 7 C's to make it an effective and complete communication. So if there are 7 C's, the communication is said to be complete and effective. Let's see what are these 7 C's. Starting with clarity. The first C is clarity. You have to be clear about your message and purpose. What you want to say, be clear before starting to speak. So be very clear about what you are about to say and what the message is that you want to convey. The second C is conciseness. What is conciseness? To keep things to the point. So keep it brief and to the point without unnecessary words. Without using unnecessary details and unnecessary words, just keep the message and communication to the point and convey the exact message. The third C of 7C model of communication says correctness. The message or communication has to be correct. Correct use of proper grammar, facts, and language appropriate to the audience. So, you have to be careful about the correct use of grammar. Grammar सही इस्तेमाल होनी चाहिए, whether you have to use present tense, past tense, future tense, in which tense you are saying, what words you have to use, all the correct connectives, everything that you have learned of grammar, keep that in your mind. After that, make sure the facts that you are telling in your communication, they should be correct and language appropriate to the audience. The language you are using should be appropriate to the audience. मैं आपसे बात कर रही हूँ. I have to be careful. What type of language would you understand? If I'm talking to the students of class 1, so grade 1 students are very little. They would understand very simple language. I'll change my language into very easy words so that they are able to understand what I am saying. Then comes the fourth C. Fourth C is completeness. So your message should be complete and provide all necessary information for the receiver to understand and respond. जिसके साथ आप बात कर रहे हैं उसको आपका मैसेज कंप्लीट जाना चाहिए. तमाम इंफॉर्मेशन आपने अपने एंड से देनी है एंड द मैसेज हैज टू बी कंप्लीट सो दैट द रिसीवर जिसको आप मैसेज दे रहे हैं वो उसको अच्छे से समझ सके और उसका रिस्पॉन्स कर सके. So you have to use specific facts, examples, and details instead of vague statements. Instead of saying just what you are saying, just prove your point with the help of facts and figures and examples. People would be more into understanding and believing you if you would give facts and examples. The sixth C says courtesy. Be respectful, polite, and considerate of the audience's perspective. Whatever you are about to say, be careful about who you are talking to, what is the level of frankness that you have with the audience, what is the level of age that you have, what's the difference of age between the audience and the speaker. So keeping all these things in your mind and what they think, audience's perspective, what they are sensitive about. If they are sensitive about something, be careful about talking on that topic. The seventh C of the 7C communication model says consideration. So you have to tailor your message to the audience's need, knowledge and feelings. Tailor means cut short it. उसके अकॉर्डिंग आपने उसको ट्रिम कर लेना अपने मैसेज को. जितना आपकी ऑडियंस को ज़रूरत है, जितना नॉलेज उनको चाहिए और जो उनकी फीलिंग्स हैं, जो उनकी ज़रूरियात हैं उसके मुताबिक अपने मैसेज को ट्रिम कर लें. For example, I may know a lot of other things as well about English, but for communication, whatever you require for communication, I would give you that. I would tailor my knowledge into whatever you require and then it would be useful for you. Being considerate. Let's see what's the next part is. It says language practice. Instead of practicing pronunciation, we would practice language today. There are a few words that sound very impolite when we use them in our daily life. So let's see what we can use instead of these words that should sound polite. Don't say, I want another hamburger, for example. Instead, if you say, I would like another hamburger, that would sound polite. If you don't get something and you want to ask the person to repeat, you'd not say what. That sounds very impolite. Instead, you would say, could you repeat that, please? Next, if you have to say someone that you are wrong, you can say it politely like, I think you might be mistaken. Here, hey, where's the bathroom? Instead of saying this, you can say, excuse me, could you please tell me where the bathroom is? And instead of saying, do this today, this sounds very bossy. Instead of saying it, you can say, it would be great if you could do this today. Then, who are you? Instead of saying that, you can say, may I, or could I, or can I have your name, please? Then, instead of saying, can I borrow your pen, you can ask, could I borrow your pen? At the last, it says, can I say something? Instead of saying, you can say, can I just say something here, please? With the use of these languages instead of these, you would sound more polite and professional. Try using these phrases in your daily communication next time. Here are a few more informal words that you should avoid, and there are some formal words that you can use instead of those. You haven't. Instead of saying that, you can say, we know that you have not. Instead of saying we want to, say we would like to. So instead of saying shall I, say would you like me to? Then, if you want to say to think about, you can say consider about this thing. To tell the difference, instead of saying that, formally you can say to distinguish between something. Then we use the word this shows that. Instead of that, you can say this demonstrates whatever the message is. Then we have received. Instead of that, you can say we are in receipt of. Then you should revise. Instead of saying that, revision should be done. It would do you good. Instead of saying that, you can say this will be of great benefit to you. Okay, moving on to the next section of today's class. That's idiom of the day. The idiom of today is cat got your tongue. That means can't you speak? Let's recall what we have already studied. Snug as a bug in a rug. That means being warm and cozy. Then go the extra mile. Going the extra mile means make an extra effort. To do something, to achieve something, you have to go the extra mile. Then the next idiom says butterflies in my stomach. So butterflies in my stomach means feeling nervous. I had butterflies in my stomach when I was there on the stage to deliver the speech. To go down in flames. To go down in flames mean to fail spectacularly. Fail spectacularly means किसी ऐसी चीज से जिससे आपको बहुत expectations हो and it fails badly. You can say the project went down in flames on the first day. पहले ही दिन project बुरी तरह नाकाम हो गया. Once in a blue moon. Once in a blue moon means rarely, बहुत कम. We go to visit our grandparents once in a blue moon. That was all for today's class. Thank you for staying with me.